I'm going to do a different kind of a stir fry today because I saw a YouTube video in which a chef did this and I thought, ooh, that looks delicious. I've got to try that. One difference I'm going to make, however, is he partially cooked the onion, what I commonly and many of us refer to as crisp tender, which is how I like to cook most of my vegetables. But onion, if I don't cook it all the way through, it has a flavor that just lingers for a long time and I don't like it. So I'm going to caramelize the onion. But the first thing I need to do is prepare the marinade for the beef. In this bowl, I have 1 tablespoon of cornstarch. To that, I'm going to add about a tablespoon of soy sauce and about a tablespoon of oil. I'm using corn oil here. It doesn't really matter at this point. And I'm going to whisk that up to make a cornstarch slurry. And then I've got here about 5 to 6 ounces of beef cut up. And I'm going to get all that stirred in, make sure it's all coated. And I'll stir this from time to time. And I'm going to set this aside for maybe half an hour, as long as it takes for me to prep my onions. I have here 1 sweet onion. The label doesn't say whether it's a Vidalia or whatever. I don't think it matters all that much, but I'm going to cut it in half. I'm going to use the whole onion because this will cook down quite a bit. And then cut this top section off. And then peel it. Good enough. Toss that in the trash. And then I'm just going to cut out the root section, because that'll make it easier to separate afterwards. And I'm going to coarsely chop this onion. Going to go pole to pole, top to bottom. Like so. Break those up. Those should separate pretty easily. They'll separate as I cook as well. So you get the idea. I have the other half of the onion to do. I have my induction cooker set up, and lest I forget, some people ask, what is this plastic sheet? Well, it's a piece of silicone sheeting. And I put it over my induction cooker because the induction cooker will generate magnetic waves through that silicone, and I can cook with this sheet in place. You don't want to do this over an open flame or ceramic cooker, but it's fine for induction, and it keeps my induction cooker clean. I put my onions in my wok, and I'm heating them at kind of a low temperature. And I put about 2 tablespoons of avocado oil in there. You can hear them starting to sizzle. It does that when it's coming up to temperature, but once the temperature is reached, then it'll cool down to the cooking temperature I want, which is about 200 degrees Fahrenheit. And as I mentioned, I put avocado oil in there, a good 2 or 3 tablespoons, because it has a high smoke point. It's not going to burn. This is not where you want to use extra virgin olive oil. And then when caramelizing onions, you just want to turn and turn and turn. And if they need a little bit of help getting soft, see how that sizzling cooled down? That's because it came up to temperature. Now I'm going to add a little bit of water. You can hear that steaming, and that steam will soften the onions. And caramelizing onions takes a good 15-20 minutes. So let's go watch a football game in the meantime, or basketball, whatever. I switched to my wok spoon because with this, it's a lot easier to turn things over. I can't do that with that silicone spatula. You can see by the color change that these are starting to caramelize. They're no longer white anymore, and if I see any sticking, and it does stick a little bit, even though this is a well-seasoned wok. Now, I've used it so many times, you can add a little splash of water. And that'll help loosen any brown bits that are stuck to the bottom. And that steam will also help to soften those onions even more. You can hear my timer going off. These have been cooking for about 20 minutes now, and I'm not happy yet. I can go a little bit longer. Look how dark those are. That's almost dark enough to make French onion soup. All right, for a moment here, I'm going to pause the heat. And then I'm going to put some garlic in there. If you've got ginger, I forgot to buy ginger. You can also put that in there. Some grated ginger. Bring the heat back up. And I'm going to cook this for like 1 more minute just to cook that garlic. That is looking so good. I can smell that garlic cooking. That looks great. Going to pause the heat again. Then I'm going to pour some more water in there, just a little bit, maybe a tablespoon or so. Stir that around. And just give that a minute or so to loosen the brown bits that have stuck to the bottom. Because I do want to lift that fond, make that a part of my dish. Okay, the bottom of that pan looks really good, the bottom of that wok. So I'm going to, I've got a bowl set aside here. I'm going to transfer this to this bowl. Brought my heat back up under my wok. I'm going to add some more oil. This again is avocado oil. It's got a smoke point of 520 degrees Fahrenheit. And I'm going to add my beef. Let that cook for maybe a minute. I'm going to return my onions to the pan. And I made up a sauce with some soy sauce. There's oyster sauce in there. Shaoxing cooking wine. A little bit of water, a little bit of dark soy sauce. A little bit of water. And then about a teaspoon of cornstarch. And I'm going to just bring that to a boil so that it thickens. So there it is. And yes, if you're thinking what I'm thinking, that is really dark. But that's what you get with caramelized onion. Okay, the last step is to see how good that tastes. It looks good. See, there's no raw flavor to that onion. It's tender. The beef is tender as well. Has a really delicious flavor. So excuse me, I'm going to go enjoy my dinner of beef and caramelized onion.